No. Right now.
But
Italian and Sicilian, it's another language.
I would say it depends on the country.
Your hands without nothing.
but you don't have British accent. You
Yeah.
have like American accent.
Hi, my friend.
Right. How many languages do you speak?
Actually, I speak, I don't know, maybe 3 languages.
Which ones?
Spanish, Italian, and English. And I'm just learning Catalan right now. This is the future. I will go to, but I'm just learning, and I
Okay.
like to learn
But where are you from?
Argentina.
Argentina. Okay, and you as Argentinian, do you speak Spanish? But is it different Spanish from European
Yes, it's
Spanish?
very different. It's very different. Actually, it's the same language, but all the expressions are different because there been a lot of immigration in Argentina from Italian people, and our culture is so similar, and we have our dialect that it's called lunfardo.
Lunfardo.
And lunfardo, there's plenty of words from Italian words in the lunfardo. For example, if I have to say that there's a nice guy that he dressed cool, I said he's facha, tiene facha.
Facha. So it's Italian word.
Facha, it's cara, it's
Face.
It's face, for example. And there's plenty of words that I don't remember, but I actually like to learn language, and I'm just learning also the Sicilian dialect.
Oh, okay. And you speak Italian, so it's because you are.
My grandparents were from Italy.
Okay, you have
Actually,
background.
I speak a little bit better Italian than English.
As you Argentinian, is it help you to understand, for example, Italian people or not?
Yes, it's
Because you have a background, you have your some relatives, your family from
Yes.
Italy, so that's why you know Italy. But what about like other Argentinian people who don't speak Italian? Can they understand Italian?
it's a good question. I got friends that they didn't raise with Italian families, and also they, for example, in the whole conversation, they could knew plenty of words and maybe the idea that the other is talking. For example, if we are talking in Italian and you speak Italian and I speak Italian, but my friend didn't speak Italian and he's from Argentina, maybe he will understand not the whole conversation, but I mean 80%,
okay,
70-80%.
That's interesting. So, and as Spanish, it's a group of Roman languages. So it's Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, Romanian. Like, do you understand Portuguese?
I understand Portuguese from Brazil, but the Portuguese from Portugal, it's very different, the pronunciation, and I've been in Brazil and I understand Portuguese from Brazil. But when I talk with some Portuguese people, they speak so fast and I didn't. It seems like, I don't know, Arabic for me. It's very different.
Okay, that's cool. That's interesting because a lot of Portuguese people, they say they understand and they can speak Spanish, even like if they don't learn that.
Yes, it's true. It's true. But there's very different. I love languages actually. There's very different. For example, in Italy, there's very different. The Italian from the north, from the south, and they got plenty of dialects. For example, the dialect from Naples is different than the dialect from Sicily, and it's another language. So really another between Italian and Sicilian, it's another language, and I can tell you some different things in each one of these dialects, because in Italian and in the dialect from Sicilia, because it's so many. It's very different.
If you have a chance to know one more language, what language would it be?
I think I'm fine with this. I want to improve my English. I want to improve my Italian, and I want to improve, Catalan. I think Catalan because I live visc a Barcelona, and tinc que aprendre a parlar una miqueta de català si vaig viure aquí.
But this is about improving. But for example, if you tomorrow just wake up and you fluently can speak some like new language, like you don't need to learn that. You just like already boom and you can speak.
I think it will be interesting to speak. I don't know, Chinese, Japanese, but if I didn't have to learn it, if I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
woke
yeah,
up and
yeah.
I just
Just
yes,
like have a chance to know, not to learn.
I think Japanese.
Why Japanese?
I don't know. I made karate a lot of time,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't count till 10, and I know some words, but relative to karate.
Karate is Japanese or Korean?
Karate is Japanese. It's from
Japanese.
Okinawa. Actually, karate means it's caminar con las manos vacías. It's like walking with your hands without nothing, empty.
With empty hands.
With empty hands.
I speak two languages,
Which ones?
Czech and English.
Okay, where are you from?
From Czech Republic.
Nice. And how many languages do you speak?
Me too. Czech and English. And
Czech.
maybe Deutsch.
And maybe what?
A little bit Deutsch.
Deutsch. German.
Yeah. Too.
Okay. Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many languages do you speak?
I speak 3, but a little bit of German as well. So 3.5 maybe.
Okay, which ones?
Czech, English, French, and German. Just a little
Okay.
bit.
So 3 languages fluently.
The French is for me like I can understand better than I speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're also from Czech Republic.
Yes.
If you have a chance to know one more language, what language would it be? Just not to learn, just to know. For example, tomorrow you wake up and you already know the language. Which language would it be?
That's a good question.
I would actually say Spanish maybe.
Why so?
Spanish because I feel like you can use it in a lot of countries as well. Or maybe Chinese just because it's so hard that I wouldn't know. So maybe Chinese or
Okay.
Spanish, yeah, something like that.
What about you?
Me too. I don't know.
Spanish as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to know Dutch because I was born in Netherlands and I forgot that language. So it would be nice to know my language from the country where I was born.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good choice actually. Yeah. Okay. How it comes? You speak really good English. Is it like common in Czech Republic that all people speak good English?
Earlier in school, so
Yeah. Very early, like since even I would say kindergarten, we learn English. So
But do you practice English?
I would say
right now.
right now.
Yeah, but what about like back in Czech Republic? Do you have the opportunity to practice English?
Yes, there's a lot of people, foreign people are in Prague. We are from Prague, all of us. So you meet a lot of people from all over the world. So that's why I would say, that's why we speak that English.
Okay, and probably a lot of Netflix, right?
A lot of Netflix, yeah, of course, yeah.
Because I guess like you also learn at school, you learned British English,
Yeah.
right? But you don't have British accent. You
Yeah.
have like American accent. So that's like Netflix.
Yeah, it's all the social media and everything that we consume, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last question goes: like, do you think it is important to learn like some basic phrase maybe of that country where you're going to travel, or English is enough?
I would say it depends on the country. Like some countries, I would say, for example, France, they don't really like when you speak English. So there I'm trying to use my French. But like in Europe, I would say English is fine. But sometimes I usually just learn like something like hello or thank you or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
For me, when you travel only for a vacation, I think it's okay to just speak English. But if you're planning to be in that country for a longer time, it's better to learn some basic things from that language where you're staying. So